Dojo-kun. Character. Sincerity. Effort. Respect. Self-control. I'm Scotty Tiger McQueen. I'm a first-degree black belt in Shotokan Karate. Karate is famous for its striking and blocking techniques. But historically speaking, karate was a holistic self-defense system that included throws and grappling. While I conducted research on these lesser-known aspects of traditional karate, my wife, the ever-loving kitten darling McQueen, made a short film about it, and I chose the title, Trials of a Black Belt. This is Sensei Gichin Funakoshi, the founder of Shotokan Karate. He was born in Okinawa in 1868, and while he was a child, he was small and frail. So to strengthen his body, he studied several different styles of karate. In the early 1900s, he modernized karate by introducing a systematic technical terminology, adding the belt ranking system, and emphasizing the potential of karate, not only for self-defense, but as a spiritual and philosophical pathway for self-improvement. In line with that approach, he replaced the characters karate jutsu, meaning the techniques of the Chinese hand, with the characters karate do, meaning the Tao or the way of the empty hand. Another fun fact is he wrote his poetry under the name Shoto, meaning pine waves. And in 1935, when he opened a new dojo in Tokyo, his students hung a sign above the door that said Shotokan, or the Hall of Pine Waves. In 1935, Funakoshi's master textbook, Karate do Kyohan, was published. It contained descriptions of 9 throwing techniques. Today, those 9 throws are known as the lost throws of Shotokan. We are at the Warriors Arena in Busko-Zdrój, Poland, and we're about to meet with my friend Bartek, and we are going to go over the 9 throws of Shotokan Karate, plus the 2 lost throws, if we have time. Cześć, brother. But I'm punching. And then if I just pull you, but would you fall down in real life?
Real life, I punch.
Because your feet are free to step.
Yeah, for me, Kimura.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Can we try that?
Yeah.
A block, punch, and I catch this like this. Then it's kind of another Osoto, right? Yeah.
Hey, what you doing?
I am watering my bonsai tree. This is my bonsai tree. This is a Buddhist pine. And this was a present for me from my mother-in-law for Father's Day. Think about that. According to an old Japanese folk tale, there was a pine tree and a willow tree. The pine tree often boasted to the willow tree about how strong and how tall it was. One harsh winter, the branches of the pine tree broke from the weight of the snow. But the branches of the willow tree simply bent, dropped the snow, and sprang back as good as new. According to Jigoro Kano, one should practice jujitsu in just that way. When Gichin Funakoshi modernized karate, he was influenced and supported by Jigoro Kano, an academic, politician, and the founder of Kodokan Judo. Born in 1860 in Japan, Kano was also small and frail as a child, so to strengthen his body, he studied several styles of jujitsu. At the age of only 22, he revolutionized martial arts by reimagining jujitsu not as a way for killing on the battlefield, but for civilian self-defense and mental and physical self-improvement. Rather than the older term jujitsu, meaning techniques for pliancy, Kano preferred the term judo, meaning the Tao or the way of pliancy. He developed technical terminology, the first belt ranking system, and a method for safe sparring called randori. Kano saw judo as following two guiding principles, both in and out of the dojo. The first is the efficient use of energy, and the second is mutual well-being. He also saw judo as being comprised of three levels, where the lower level is technical training for self-defense, the middle level is mental and physical self-mastery, and the upper level is using the lower two levels for the betterment of society. Kano's dojo was called the Kodokan, the hall for learning the way. Bartłomiej Lech is a mixed martial artist and the owner and founder of Warriors Arena. On the walls of his academy, Bartek has painted the following words: Tyle szans, ile odwagi. It means, you have as many chances as you have courage. To help me deepen my knowledge of grappling, throwing, and joint locking techniques, Bartek worked as my coach and training partner while I explored the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu self-defense curriculum. In Karate do Kyohan, Funakoshi writes, "Compared to jujitsu, we understand karate as a hard art, so throwing or knocking an opponent down is not its primary goal. However, hard exists only because there is soft, and the combination of the two is certainly a greater advantage. In other words, it is necessary for softness to become hard and hardness to become soft. Therefore, in karate, punching, blocking, and kicking are not the only methods. Throwing techniques and joint pressure are also included. Depending on the strength and skill of the opponent, it is not always necessary to use a strong technique, but adjusting to the situation, softer techniques, such as throwing, may be used. In this versatility, there is an inexpressible savor." More than 2,000 years ago, Lao Tzu wrote in the Tao Te Ching, "Water is fluid, soft, and yielding, but water will wear away rock, which is rigid and cannot yield. As a rule, whatever is fluid, soft, and yielding will overcome whatever is rigid and hard. This is another paradox. What is soft is strong." On October 10th, 2025, after more than 100 hours of training and research, I was awarded a combative certification in Jiu-Jitsu from Gracie University. This is Splinter. He was once the pet rat of a great ninja, Hamato Yoshi, and Yoshi kept him in a cage in the dojo where he was amused to watch the rat mimic his movements. But it was more than mere mimicry. Slowly, the rat mastered the mysterious art of ninjutsu. And then Hamato Yoshi was murdered in New York City by Oroku Saki, the Shredder, an evil shadow ninja of the Foot Clan. Well, in the struggle, the rat's cage was broken and the rat escaped into the sewers. There he found 4 small turtles in a puddle of glowing radioactive ooze. Raising the 4 turtles as his own, he taught them everything he had learned from Hamato Yoshi. The use of weapons, the art of stealth. So eventually, the 4 turtles, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael, defeat the evil Shredder, avenging the death of their master's master and becoming the greatest ninjas New York City has ever known. And I think it was because of his awesome board-breaking demonstrations. Maybe, probably. I'm not sure about that, actually. They call their sensei Splinter.
Can I have pizza now?
Oh, yeah. Smoke bomb! Among the greatest ninja secrets of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if we can call them that, is their secret pizza recipes. And we are going to make a classic Turtles pizza right here tonight. We are going with the pickle, avocado, tomato sauce, and peanut butter from their Pizza by the Shred Adventures.
Get right with the shell shock pizza king. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooze and the chosen few. Emerge from the shadows to make their move. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Leonardo's a leader in blue. Does anything it takes to get his stitches through. Donatello is a fellow, has a way with machines. Raphael's got the most attitude on the team. Michelangelo, he's one of a kind. And you know this where to find it when it's party time.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. I see why they keep that secret. It's too good. Taking it on! Let your mind become a pool of stillness. Break the surface, explore the deeps, for that is where the true wonders lie. Master Splinter.